Hey guys, what's going on? Two quick little tips for or thoughts for like a lead line thing. Let's say you got like a single note kind of line that you're like doing like climbing up the neck. Maybe it's like a that kind of thing. Um, One thought is to dig in with you're kind of hitting more strings than just that one. So you could play the line just right. But one thing I like to do is dig in with hit more strings than that, but you're muting with the meat of your fingers here, like this. So you're actually hitting just this string, but I'm hitting like 3 strings or 4 strings, but because I'm muting with this, I'm only fretting with that finger. Does that make sense? And that can give your guitar like a little energy. You put like a delay on that. Let's see. Here we go. 3, 4. Let that die off. So it's just like a way to get some more energy and dig in and get like maybe like a thicker sounding note out of that B string. You know, it's not like a super thick string. Obviously, you can stack overdrives to make that sound. I've got 2 overdrives stacked here. But yeah, that's like a quick little thing that would kind of help you maybe something to practice. The other way to do that is with octaves. You know, like. Same principle. So same principle. I'm not hitting just those 2 strings. I'm hitting I'm kind of raking through, because that's where you get a lot of your energy as a guitar player, is like raking through those strings. Like same thing for like, you know, bluesy solo guys. You'll hear them like, you know, they dig into a note like raking in and playing like one, you know, that kind of thing. So something to work on. Try playing a single note line with where you're hitting a lot of the strings, but you're only making one note ring through. So muting, but getting. And that can give you a chance to like really play kind of with intensity and dig in, but your part is coming through because you're really just making one note translate, or maybe 2 if you're doing like an octave thing. Yeah, so just a thought there. Try digging in like that and see if you get anything out of that. Yeah, I use this all the time. It's all about muting with your hands. You know, it's like I mute constantly. Oh, by the way, we're in key of C here. And I was just picking just kind of like making up like a lead line that sounds like something that you might need to play for like a, you know, intense kind of moment where you're digging in and making like the song, like, you know, these parts really stand out in the mix more. Something about, you know, stacking a couple of overdrives and playing like a single note line that kind of floats through like that really seems to work, and it helps kind of translate the part, you know, get it to cut through the mix. And that's been really helpful for me. Try that. Stack a couple of drives, dig in, and maybe try muting with your fingers over here and let the B string do the work there. Or same principle applies for other strings. You know, you could do this with a lead line on a G string. But yeah, play around with that. You know, there's a lot of ways you could do it. You could play it. I guess if you play your lead line with something besides your index finger, then you can use your index finger as your, you know, some of your muting. I guess I got used to doing this with these 2 fingers and playing it. I didn't even think about that, but I think that's how I would do that. Yeah, so just something to play with. Let me know what you think. if that's helpful. I've used that a ton. I have used that a ton. And especially live, man, it just helps you kind of clean up, get some of your notes to translate, even though you're maybe not playing like you would in a studio. In a studio, you might play more, specifically, but especially if you're playing live or at your church or something, you're digging in. It just helps you give you a chance to really dig in and feel like you're giving the song what it needs, but you're making those notes poke through. All right. Hope that's helpful. You guys are the best. We'll see you soon.